Yo, what's going on, guys? MBG here. I appreciate you taking time to check today's video out. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about how I finally bought a PS4 Pro to be specific, and I'm going to talk about why I finally chose to do this. I'm going to talk about some of the games I plan on playing on it and talking about here on my channel. I'm going to talk a little bit just about the general future of my channel, and I'm also going to give my initial thoughts and impressions on the PS4 Pro as a whole so far. So yeah, starting with why I finally chose to buy a PlayStation. Anybody who's been following me for a long time knows that for a long time I have been considered a hardcore Xbox fanboy, and there's no denying that. And this was a conscious decision that I made to just fully embrace Xbox, and I've been playing on Xbox for a long time now. And at some point recently, I just kind of decided, you know what, I just don't want to do this anymore. I can't do it anymore. I'm a gamer. I've always been a gamer. Some of you may not know this. Actually, most of you probably don't know this. I really did start out on PlayStation, as I think most people did when it comes to console gaming. You either, started out with Nintendo, and depending on which generation of gamer you are, obviously that makes a big impact. But I started out mainly on PlayStation. The PS1 was really my first console that I really started to get into, and I transitioned to the PS2, and that was just all I knew. And I actually remember a long time ago I traded in a bunch of games just to get the first God of War, and I think I beat it. I was really young at the time. I don't remember exactly. Maybe that wasn't the best game for me to be playing at that age, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it. But hey, I really did enjoy it. But after that, I kind of moved on to the Xbox 360, and from there I really got hooked onto Xbox, and for a long time, that's really just what I stuck with, probably up until this point. And now I just finally decided, you know what? I want to embrace PlayStation. I want to play some PlayStation exclusives. I really want to see what I've been missing out on. And there is a lot that, honestly, that I feel like I'm missing out on, and there's a lot I'm looking forward to that I think for a long time I've just tried convincing myself that there's not that much to look forward to, that I'm really not missing out on much. I'm fine over here on Xbox, and then I also kind of pinned myself in a corner with my channel saying, oh man, I built up this YouTube channel and it's all about Xbox, and what if I start talking about things that aren't Xbox? What if I choose to actually just start talking about PlayStation? And I just decided, you guys have shown me so much support. Honestly, you really have, and I really have to thank you, because you made this transition a lot easier for me than I honestly expected it to be. And it's not like I'm not abandoning Xbox. I know that there's some people who think that. I'm not at all. I'm just breaking free of these chains. I'm done with the whole Xbox for life mentality and limiting myself. I'm still going to play Xbox. I'm still going to play Xbox games, and I'm still very excited for the future of Xbox. But right now, I am very excited to finally, once again, be embracing PlayStation, and I'm excited to, open up my channel and just my own gaming library to more diversity, and hopefully, enjoying some of what people are calling the greatest games of this generation, or just some of the greatest games, period, with games like God of War and Uncharted 4, which those are the two games that I am going to play first. Those are the two games I bought with my PS4 Pro. I'm actually currently in the middle of playing Uncharted 4 right now. You're probably seeing some gameplay footage of it. And that's probably going to be the first game I choose to talk about. I am going to be making videos talking about my overall thoughts on some of these exclusives that I'm playing, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm just going to be talking more about PlayStation on my channel in general. I'm going to be talking about a lot of the games I'm looking forward to, because to be completely brutally honest here, guys, I have come to the conclusion that I am more excited for the games PlayStation has to offer for the remainder of this generation than I am for what Microsoft has to offer. I am looking forward to Days Gone. I am extremely excited for Death Stranding. I am a huge Kojima fan, and even though some of what we've seen from that game so far seems really out there and really strange and bizarre, if you're a Kojima fan, if you've played his games in the past, that's all part of it. That's part of the thrill and the excitement. And I'm also really, really looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2, and even to an extent Ghost of Tsushima. I'm just realizing that there's a lot that I have been missing out on, and I'm not going to miss out on it anymore going forward. I'm going to fully embrace it, and yeah, that's that. So far, I'm really enjoying Uncharted 4. I don't want to get too deep into it because I want to finish it before I give my... I'm not going to be giving like reviews per se. I'm not going to go super in depth. I'm just going to talk about what I like most about the games, what I dislike most, and how I feel about them overall. But so far, I am thoroughly enjoying myself with Uncharted 4, and I am very, very impressed. And this is kind of going to, we're going to segue into my initial thoughts and impressions with the PS4 Pro in general. I am genuinely very impressed at the way this game looks. For a long time, we've been talking about the power difference between the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro, and I know that because this is a Sony first-party studio and a Sony first-party developed game, they're going to be able to get the absolute most out of the PS4 Pro hardware compared to a lot of third-party devs. And to be fair, I have not played a lot of third-party games, if any at all, so far on my PS4 Pro, so I can't really make those comparisons. But what I'm seeing so far with Uncharted 4, which I believe is a game that wasn't even built from the ground up with the Pro, I think it just ended up getting an update. I could be wrong in that, but I'm pretty sure it looks stunning. Like, it looks absolutely gorgeous. It's a beautiful game. The facial animations, the detail and the environments, the color palette, it's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. Like, I am genuinely impressed, and all I can think in my head is I haven't played anything on my Xbox One X that looks anything like this. I mean, I've played some games that are close to it, but especially when it comes to Microsoft's first party, no. Games like Sea of Thieves and State of Decay 2 do not touch this. Now, maybe games that got updates like Gears 4 and Halo 5 definitely, I think, would say are probably on the same level. But I'm impressed because I wasn't expecting it to look that good, especially for a game that came out in 2016. So that's awesome. I'm really enjoying it. I'm enjoying how the game looks. I was a little bit apprehensive and nervous, believe it or not, that going from the Xbox One X to the PS4 Pro, that I was going to be a little bit disappointed or let down. But so far, I am not. And it's going to be really interesting to see what a game like God of War looks like, considering that game was built from the ground up. At least it seems like it was, with the PS4 Pro in mind. And I can just tell, based off of what I've seen so far, it's going to be a really, really great looking game. So from a visual standpoint, so far, I'm very impressed. And I find it funny that these games, look so good on a machine that's supposed to be less powerful. Maybe my mind will change a little bit once I start seeing some third-party games on there, but we're going to have to wait to see about that. So talking a little bit about the UI and the operating system so far, I like it. I like the simplicity of it. I think that's the number one thing that stands out to me right now, is just the simplicity of the UI. It's not perfect. There are times where it hiccups and it slows down, but to be fair and to be honest, the same exact thing happens on the Xbox One and with the Xbox One's OS. So I'm kind of used to that. One of the things I didn't like was how I watch a lot of YouTube on my console, so it was kind of difficult to get used to the process of every time I want to do that, I have to go over to TV and apps or something like that, and then I have to go down into it, and then I have to manually go find the YouTube app in order to use it. I tried to figure out if there was a way to pin it. There's not. I tried to figure out if I could put it in a folder. There's not. I don't know why. It's really annoying. But that's pretty much the only negative, and it's not, it's nothing that serious. It's something that's not going to make or break the console, obviously. It's just a little nitpick for me, but the general simplicity of the console is what I actually enjoy. I like the speed of it. I like the smoothness of it. I like how it's very easy to find what you want to find and what you need to get to. They don't make it overly complicated. They're not putting menus within menus. One of the things that Microsoft has been doing with their console OS design recently that I don't really like is they put a lot of stuff within stuff, and I just don't like that. I just like having things there. You click on it. It just takes one or two button presses just to get to where you need to get to. And sometimes even 2 button presses can just seem a little bit too much to me. But I know I'm being really nitpicky. But I'm just trying to say that overall, I enjoy it. I like it so far. I'm impressed by just how intuitive it is and how somebody like me who's very unfamiliar with it, it was just like that. I could just figure it out, and I didn't have any problems. I didn't run into any issues. I like the layout of the store. Although with the store, there are a few things that could be a little bit easier to find, but overall, I'm enjoying it, guys. I am feeling really good about it. I am very excited about the future of my channel and finally embracing PlayStation and Xbox and being able to talk about both and play all the games. And I'm very excited to catch up on some of the great games that I missed, and I'm looking very much forward to some of the great games that are going to be releasing. And overall, I'm glad I did this, and I'm glad you guys showed your support because, again, you made it so much easier for me to finally just embrace it and do it and feel good about it. And I hope that we can all enjoy this new direction that I'm going to be going in, and I'm excited to talk about Uncharted 4 and God of War and other PS4 exclusives going forward. But that's pretty much going to do it for the video. I don't want to make it too long, but I just wanted to let you guys know I got a PS4, talk a little bit about why I finally decided to do it, give my initial thoughts and impressions. There's not too many negatives or downsides right now. I'm really enjoying Uncharted. I think it looks great. It looks beautiful, and the game itself is very fun, and I'm going to go much more into that when I finish it. And yeah, and after that, I'm going to be looking forward to God of War. So yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Are you surprised that I actually got a PS4? Are you glad I got a PS4? How do you feel about the new direction I'm taking my channel? And be sure to leave the video a like if you support this, and it's just the best way and the easiest way for you to show that you support this new direction I'm going in. And if you are new and haven't already, and this is your first video, subscribe to the channel if you want to get more content like this going forward. But yeah, until next time, guys, take care.